Greetings. You know, my father, Paul, used to collect and write aphorisms, wise and witty comments, and pieces of advice. He would write them in little black books from the time he was at University of Michigan to the time he was in the Pacific in World War II, right up to his last days on Earth. And I was reminded of one of the aphorisms he wrote down himself in the 1980s. I was looking at the news just the other day, and I thought, hey, you know what? Dad was right. He wrote, quote, "When the shark smiles, beware." Yes, Nancy Pelosi is back to smiling, and as David Harsenil tells us via Reason magazine, her fake plastic shifty grin is hiding some pretty sharp teeth. In fact, Pelosi has a new proposal to, quote, expand voting rights, end quote, for everyone out there. How, you ask? Well, Harsenil explains this for us. Quote, one of the new bills, specifics are still cloudy, reportedly would allocate a pool of taxpayer money to match small donor donations 6-to-1 as a way to encourage grassroots campaigning. End quote. Yeah, because it's important to make sure that even if you oppose the redistribution of wealth through taxation, this taxation should be used to, you got it, support political operations in favor of the redistribution of wealth. Yeah, and of course, Harsenil has more to tell us. Quote, the package, fortunately, wouldn't pass the Senate, but creating government-financed campaigns, empowering the state to allocate money to preferred donors, and dissuading non-preferred donors has been something of a hobby horse in progressive circles. Setting aside the many constitutional concerns, the recent abuses by the IRS when tasked with regulating political speech demonstrate just how easy it is for bureaucrats to manipulate rules meant to govern speech. These are rules that shouldn't exist, period. Yes, indeed, spot on. Of course, your tax money already funds political events and propaganda on the federal, state, and local level. So, what's going on? Well, let's go back to Reason and Mr. Harsenil. Democrats will also include a provision in their package that would make tax-exempt 501c3 charitable groups disclose donors who've given $10,000 or more during an election cycle. As I've written elsewhere, this obsession with eliminating anonymity is also a transparent attempt to chill speech and undermine minority opinions. Now, let's lay this out. Your speech and your ability to be able to fund the dissemination of it are interdependent. You have a right to do both. It took money to publish the great document by Thomas Paine called Common Sense that helped prompt many people to join the cause for American liberty away from Great Britain. Well, it seems that Queen Shark Pelosi wouldn't like that, and she would like to not only order Paine to disclose his backers, she would use his taxes to publish pro-British opposition pamphlets. As Thomas Jefferson said, quote, to compel a man to furnish funds for the propagation of ideas he disbelieves and abhors is sinful and tyrannical, end quote. But, of course, Nancy Pelosi is smiling like a shark while she does just that, and while she tries to crush dissent in the bargain. Yes, this shark is smiling. And as they said in Jaws,
you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Remember, like and subscribe, spread the word about the videos. For MRC-TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.